So, as all of you know, my return has come. The days has come to return back to India. So, I would like to start this session by saying thank you to my professor for giving me the opportunity to work under his expertise. It's a matter of pride and honor for me to be part of this prestigious institute, and most important, to be part of this beloved all TK family. And it's a very difficult time for me. I'm going back to India to meet my family, but at the cost of leaving another beautiful family over here. So now the time has come to say final goodbye to dearest TK family. So what I have learned in the last 6 months at TK Hospital, this I would like to describe in four short stories. First is about my background, my life in India. Second is about my learning of surgical skills and academics. And third story is about the jewels of enlightenment showered by all the professors. And fourth one is about the future perspective. So my background, I belong to a small, nuclear, modern family. My first inspiration is always being my family, my parents, my younger sister, and my beautiful wife, who have supported me at every point of time. A special thanks to my younger sister for taking care of my old parents when I was there in Korea for 6 month fellowship.
You are not a Chinese movie star? Who is this? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sound alive.
So what was my old mission? When I was in India, I used to think that my mission is just to learn the surgical skills, to achieve the professional excellence, and to become famous and rich surgeon, as most of the young doctors think like that. At that time, I was not aware of my real mission. The purpose of my life had only the tunnel vision. That's why I was not able to see a big picture around. So when I came to Korea under the guidance of my professor, I realized I need to find out my real vision. I need to develop my real vision to see, to identify my real mission of life. So, second story is about my learning of surgical skills and academics. In surgical skills, what I have learned from my professor, a protocol-based approach should be there for every individual patient, proper pre-op surgical planning, zero tolerance to infection, to improve the surgical outcomes and as well as the patient satisfaction. And logic behind every step means every member of the team should be aware of his or her duties. Patient counseling and the vast experience of professor realize me the power of team efforts. It's the key of success of every surgical procedure. So this is an example of a perfect surgical team who is ready to give their best for the patient. In future, I will try my best to make this kind of a team as just like my professor has. In academics, morning and evening discussion in forms of ICL lectures and web seminars advances my knowledge. Core review article and insight writing improved my writing skills, and the protocol presentation not only improved my knowledge but also my communication skills. Some insightful sayings by Professor Tay in the morning session. He shared his vast experience and taught us the concept of shoulder surgery with his kind words. Insightful sayings by Professor Kim that heal the mind along with the body of the patient, make the patient to feel that they are the center of the universe, be consistent and devoted for your goals. Safety of your members is of priority, then you can achieve the accuracy and the speed and try to achieve the perfection. Insightful things by Professor O advances my knowledge in the shoulder surgeries, solve all my surgical dilemmas and decision making, and the most important statement said by Professor O is treat the patient, not the MRI. This statement influenced me a lot and directed me towards patient-centered treatment approach. In academic extravaganza, I got the opportunity to attend various shoulder and knee workshops as well as the rabbit experiment in the university that completed my academic expectation from the fellowship. Some extracurricular activities that I have observed only at this TK hospital: culture and wisdom meeting, truth forum, patient education program, motivational movie session, and mind session. Culture and wisdom meeting, I got the opportunity to share my ideas, my views with different people of different culture. TK Tooth Forum is essential to continue the medical education not among the doctors but also among the team members and other hospital staff. Patient education program. By sharing the minute details of the surgical procedure, we can make the patient comfortable with the surgical procedure. Motivational movie session to encourage the patient for recovery from post-operative surgical stress. And the mind healing session to de-stress the mind along with the body of all the team members so that they can give their 100% to the work. At this, in future, I would like to follow all these extracurricular activities that I have observed at TK Hospital in my future hospital, probably. So, third story is about the jewels of enlightenment showered by the professor. I got the opportunity to visit the Buddha's temple where I met with young monk. We did chanting and heard the preaching over there. And the famous statement said by professor that nothing is permanent in this world. Pain is inevitable to every person. However, the suffering is optional. That depends on your choices you make, and your choices will decide your future. These words gave me enough encouragement and immense peace and satisfaction so that I was able to give my 100% to the work. Concept of sati, mindfulness, as taught by professor, that all your six sense organs should be aware of the moment that you are living. You have to give your 100% to that particular moment because the moment will never come back again in your life. So I further studied, I found this diagram which is showing that you need to develop the right vision with right intention. Then your speech will be right. Your right action will take you on the right path. With the right efforts and right concentration, you can achieve the right mindfulness. The concept of leadership, as taught by the professor, a true leader is the one who has capability of taking the decision just like a driver, who has capability of seeing a big picture, so should be expressive, who has capability of making the relationship with the team members, so should be amiable and a good analytical, then he can be a true leader. For me, from my point of view, my professor has all the four qualities and I consider him to be a great true leader and I would like to follow his footsteps in my future. The purpose of life, the famous statement said by Lord Buddha, in life you will realize there is a role for everyone you meet. Some will test you, some will use you, some will love you, and some will teach you. But the ones who are truly important are the ones who bring out the best in you. At this point of time, I would like to give all the credit to my old professor for taking out the best from me. So, after the jewels of enlightenment showered by all the professors, what I think now, what is my future now, what is my real mission now. So the protocols that I have learned from my professor will try my best to convert them into the system for the benefits of the patient. And I will keep the pragmatic approach towards the patient. I want to give the healing end to the old patient. I want to serve the humanity. I want to become the famous in the heart of my patients. And I want to become the rich, not by money, but with their blessings. And I want to do the philanthropy efforts for old age generation because I believe in the statement, what goes from your hand always come back into your hand in future. So the principles that I have learned from my professor, I will follow all these principles throughout my life, the mission, values, and the correct vision. Keep thinking there must be a better way. Even a small thing can make a big difference. Push yourself to the next level. Focus on your present and live in the moment. Believe in yourself and in your destiny. So some adorable memories I would like to cherish with Professor Tail, with Professor Kim, and with Professor O. Thank you all the professor for guiding me, for giving me the direction, giving me the correct vision and helping me in realizing the real mission of my life. Sincere gratitude to Dr. Kim for advancing my knowledge in the spine surgeries, decision making and encouragement. Sincere gratitude to Dr. Park for her kind words, graceful and passionate attitude towards work. And some memories with operation room team. Here I would like to say thank you by the name of all the members. Thank you Chief Moon, thank you Mr. Kim, Mr. G, thank you Sister Shinji Sen, Unvi Sen, Minji Sen, and anesthesia nurses. Thank you, Sister Yongim, Sister Kwen Hiki, Sister Yula Yang, and the company people. Thank you, Mr. Park from Emotion Pro. Thank you, Mr. Park from Persona, and thank you, Mr. Song from Anthem. Thank you, ward team, clinic team, and the cafeteria team for giving me the nutritious food and taking care of my health during entire fellowship. And token of appreciation to Mr. Lee and Mrs. Yoon for making my journey very comfortable. And my peer group, thank you Dr. Lee, Dr. Park, Dr. Yoon, Dr. Kim for making me the part of their world. And special thanks to Dr. Prashant for his guidance, support and direction at every step of fellowship. Thank you Dr. Vivek, Dr. Saurabh and my new friends. Thank you Dr. Satya and Dr. Tushar for being with me. And thank you Professor for giving me so many friends forever. So I have developed a lot of inspirational memories at TK Hospital in the last 6 months with my professor and with my beloved TK family. And I have found them to have a great impact on my life. I will consider these memories to be highly regarded and valuable throughout my life from my bottom of heart. I hope you will also remember me, my name, somewhere, sometimes in your talk. In the end, I believe in the beautiful line said by Nelson Mandela that action without vision is only just passing a time. Vision without action is merely a daydreaming. But correct vision with correct action, we can change the world. So now it's the time to show a beautiful video clip which tells about that the power of giving, power of contribution to the society, to the humanity. It doesn't matter how much money we have, how much rich we are, how much famous we are. The thing which matters is how much we have contributed to the society, to the humanity, how much impact we have left over the life of others, how much our life should be an inspiration for others. That's what I have learned in the last 6 months from my professor.